you're feeling irie, and everything is evolving in a positive manner, regardless of the negative we are surrounded by daily, because there's no one or group that really has control of life. Life is a game of power. And that's why I told you before, black people, you have to get power. When you are powerless, you get crushed. It's called the laws of the jungle. And this is the concrete jungle. Human beings were not supposed to be living to the order of the animal kingdom. Instead of jungle, jungle is for animals. Creation. What animals see or what people see animals doing in the jungle, that's jungle. The whole creation is a life to man because he has dominion. He has dominion over what people call the jungle. So it's not jungle to man, it's creation. The biggest problem in the earth is education. I'm going to repeat it. The biggest problem in the earth today is education. What people are being educated to is a bunch of nonsense. False is nonsense. As long as you're learning false, you're learning nonsense. And if you're not in a position of power, you're going to get crushed. And then again, powers come from knowledge. And those who have more knowledge than you are going to crush you. That's why I make sure I have knowledge. And that's why I told you before, the purpose of life is to gather knowledge. Not money, knowledge. The person who has knowledge cannot be dominated by money or anything else. So the Bible tells you, my people die for want of knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. This is what the church is supposed to teach. They teach Jesus. But Jesus had knowledge, so he could understand them. It is the same system from Jesus' time. People running today as if it is legitimate. In Jesus' time, the Romans were running their show. Now people going along with the Romans running the show again today, but telling me it's okay. Maybe because they think I am Jesus. But everyone comes from a nation. And if African people is the nation of Israel, then we stand here as Jesus and they're running the same game on us. But happily, our name is not Jesus, so we ain't gonna get crucified. At least it's best you don't play Jesus and get crucified. It's best you play King David, who are against the heathen, who come to destroy the people. Now, I sang a song before, which is really a going into battle chant, marching into battle, because those who do not know, from 2003 when I started this program, and didn't used to watch it at that time, they would not know how come the golden arrowhead is flying like that. As a matter of fact, it was the first time people see a program with a golden arrowhead, and much more, a golden arrowhead pointing the way it is. So someone had called and said, "You're flying the golden arrowhead wrong, you're pointing it downwards." I said, "No, that golden arrowhead, that is when you're going into battle. That's when you're flying it as a banner. That's how you hang a banner. And when you conquer, that's when you plant it. But when you're going into battle, remember, it's not land you conquered as yet. So that's the way people go into battle, flying their flag as a banner." Now, that's what the song has. It is the song when the golden arrowhead going into battle. Because from the time I started this program, which was the 23rd of July 2003, I told people the golden arrowhead is at war with all unrighteousness. All. Any part of the world. It was given authority to lead the way. Now, most people don't believe in the Almighty, as they say. They don't. They don't. They don't really believe in the Almighty. Because if you see and you know that the Almighty did that, why would you fight against it? So it got to be they don't know the Almighty. But I know when you have knowledge, you can identify things. When I see a wood ant's nest, nobody could tell me that is a cockroach billet or a lizard billet. I know it's wood ants. A matter of fact, it's not even any other ants other than wood ants. I know that. So this is the kind of life I live. I make sure I know everything that I come in contact with. I make sure I know it. Similar, you come in contact with politicians, you must know who's a politician, know what is a politician. If you come in contact with, you observe bandits, you must know how bandits operate. This is why I'm telling you, the most important thing in the world is education. Because life without education is destruction. And if you're seeing people getting destroyed, because the people who are educating them failing. The elders failing the newborns. Ain't got no one could come with them wrong the whole reasoning what they just come with me, you know, because I tell you, I know. Because I check. And when you know, you could show people and they gotta shut them out. Because facts has power. And when a man attached to a fact through knowledge, ain't no one who doesn't have more intellect could tell him nonsense. Because he will see and know that the person don't have more intellect than they have. Because a man can only speak up to what he knows, you know. So from the time that you speaking this, I don't know, you don't know. And just go to everything. When I listen to a man talk about marijuana, I don't know he don't know nothing. Same when I listen to a man talk about well, spaceship or car or something, and you don't know, you don't know. He don't know what he's talking about. The man who knows about that will know that he doesn't know. But people like to talk as if they know. It's one of the worst things that people do. And they're able to get away with it because of people's lack of knowledge. But they can't get away with it with me. Ain't got nobody in this country could talk nonsense to me. And they can't show me a book of nonsense neither. For example, the Bible. The Bible says each and every hour bearing seeds given to man is used of meat. Ain't no man in this country could tell me the Bible and say so. It really mean blah, blah, blah. The pastor can't tell me so. I would tell him, you are an idiot. You need to relearn English language. And you need to relearn what is a word. That's why you see Opega words, you know. In the beginning was the word. Reasoning don't follow, I don't have time with reasoning. I got time with words. And a reason make up each and every word. So that's what it's deal with. Each and every word. So as a matter of fact, as education is the vibes, I might just well get this over, because before I was showing some words, and the last word I read, which is the one that I didn't get to print, I read it from the dictionary paper, which is very fine. I couldn't get to put it on the board, was secrecy. You know? And I also did the word private. And I did secrecy because that is what private means. You know? So you have to learn all the words in the dictionary. It only sounds hard, but it ain't hard. Most words are not super big. They got some super big words, no problem. They got some hard words, no problem. But most words are 10 letters going down. Freedom, that's 7. History, 7. Slavery, 7. Many are like 7, 8, right? Cannabis, C-A-N-N-A-B-I-S, that's 8. You know, so I really don't have much respect to the so-called intellectuals in this country because they're dishonest and they're teaching people false. And they're following a dishonest European white man. This is who they're following. The dishonesty he put on people in order to gain power and to keep power, they're doing the same thing to their people. Now, that means class still exists. The white man is in a higher class still than the African. That's why Minister Farrakhan said that the day Muhammad Ali told him, well, Farrakhan, I'm a nigger, you know. Why would he say that? Farrakhan said, no, you're not a nigger. He said, yes, I'm a nigger. I'm a rich nigger, but I'm still a nigger. Now, that's a word that Europeans used to try to denigrate black people with from their normal position of height. Now, you see me, I deal with the real world, you know. I don't deal with the make-believe world where some intellectuals is living. That's what I'm telling you. It's false and it's fraud, and I very dread with it because my job is to defend the black nation from dopey vibes, right? Because the dopey vibes is Tonya Dopey. That's why there's a tune I made that I sang time ago, long time ago. But I don't sing my tunes regularly enough, you know, because I hardly do direct music, right, on my program. And it's because these songs are connected to what I'm saying, like when I do Produce or Perish. I give you a taste of it to know, because you see songs have mystical powers in them. And people remember the teaching very much easier. That's why I said most of the Psalms are songs of King David, and they were written to the chief musician. Now, the song goes like this. The duppy strikes again, yes. Another man meets his end. The duppy strikes again, yes, Lord. Another man loses his friend. 'Cause a duppy is a duppy, and a duppy with a duppy. That's how you get the duppy program. 'Cause a duppy is a duppy, and a duppy with a duppy. Lord, when will it come to an end? It's a duppy kingdom, with a duppy queendom. That's how it began. 'Cause a duppy is a duppy, and a duppy with a duppy. That's how you get the duppy system. The big man who's a duppy was just an Irish youth just the other day. And the other one was an Irish little baby with a big wide grin. So how did he become a duppy, now acting so silly? That's a mystery to me. So little children, careful when you're young at 10, that you don't become no duppy children. 'Cause a duppy is a duppy, and a duppy with a duppy will bring you more duppy problems. 'Cause a duppy is a duppy, and a duppy with a duppy. Lord, when will it come to an end? Got you holding your head and pulling your hair. There's big duppy problems. And that is what we're dealing with when we follow duppy. The white man is a duppy. Watch Colin Powell. They get Colin Powell, a black man, for do the duppy business. To go on United Nations and see Saddam got weapons of mass destruction. He saying that the intelligence shows that Saddam has weapons of mass destruction. And in how many minutes? 21 minutes or something like that, he could assemble a warhead and blah, 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 blah. That's all it takes. They turn you a duppy. When he don't do that, because duppy means false, you know. And that's why you stand a false person, there's a duppy. You come to mislead the world. And when they're done with it, they're done, George Bush, they're done with it. So the next election now, when Obama running, George Bush can't run no more. He ain't voting for the Republican body, McCain. He going to vote for Obama because of DC in the Republican Party, because they don't use he as a duppy. And my understanding is that he is the one that get to go down to Haiti and remove Aristide out of Haiti, saying that they kind of a place of safety. Because you know they had the big riots actually near civil war going on in Haiti, because the UN did not disarm the Tantan Makuts, Papa Doc and Baby Doc troops who France and America keep sponsoring. When Aristide called for them for the United Nations, that United Nations is a duppy organization. I, a black man, have no respect for United Nations. Yeah, we gotta defend ourselves. You see, now I'd go depending on United Nations. You think you have to depend on United Nations? United Nations and save black people, you know. United Nations far before apartheid. Look how long apartheid go on. Who had to fight it? Cuban troops, Guyanese troops, and Angolan troops. Defeat the South African army. I don't know why you all is wrong with you all learn in school, you know. Because we learn in school and you learning, but you own history, you're a dopey. That's why we got so many dopey black intellectuals around. They don't live to reality, they live to the fantasy the white man bring and give them. That's why they can't help the people. They're pathetic. The people giving them the power and just come back as no power. See? It's unbelievable. For example, this country. I wonder if we really are on something, we really buy on something villages. So black people, black nations, just stupidity. Got stupidity leadership. Ain't got nothing going on. Black people got bank, but they got on something villages. Black people got thousands of cars, but they ain't got no auto insurance company. Black people got hundreds of thousands of people working. But we ain't got no bank. We ain't got no insurance company. We ain't got no big business bringing in, importing all the things with black people they're eating. What other people doing? Yo, as long as they ain't got leadership organizing black people properly, there's dopey. I don't got no sympathy, because I got no sympathy, it ain't gonna help me. It ain't gonna help no black people. They can just continue doing what they're doing. Why is everyone, people know, that's why on their sword, hey, all y'all together can't tell me stupidness. Thank the Almighty for the brain he give me. You don't play. I can't play with it. I can't be a skin teeth Negro. No. Do we have on something villages? So how we support? We old slave ancestors buy on something villages? So we don't have leadership today. I don't see it. How we gotta look to Amman? Now people came to look in Tug Ranger. Amman. So the man come out with showing everything done. But no went and high take over. And what happened? How black people end up here? Around something villages, was in power for 28 years. How is only I see something went wrong? People think everything progressed properly. So, we can deal with some words. Now, operator could give me some focus. I want we understand these things. I hope you could see it as good. Secret, right? Because private means hidden from public view. Secret. There's a private mean, one zone. So here what secret mean. Kept separate or hidden from view or knowledge. Kept separate or hidden from view or knowledge. Or from all persons except the individuals concerned. Unseen. Affording privacy. secluded, good at keeping secrets, close-mouthed, unrevealed, unavowed. Secret partner, not revealed to everyone, mysterious, esoteric. Something known only by a few people, something that is not explained or is kept hidden. Mystery, an underlying reason key, in secret. Right? Privacy in a hidden place. SC apart, scenario to separate. Right? That's why when you say private sector, you're speaking about the secret sector. That is why the rest of the society do not know what is going on economically. People have them believing in a salary when it is bigger money spinning above their heads, which is what really the action is. They don't tell them that they're powerless. But you are powerless. The only time you have power is at elections, and then you give your power to people. And if you don't give it to the right people, then you're going to end up like a duppy. Mediocrity, I do not accept mediocrity. That's why I'm telling you, education is the problem. African people should not be taught to accept mediocrity as well. Well, no. You never accept mediocrity. You always burn fire in it till it changes, because mediocrity is unacceptable. I will never accept mediocre leaders, because I don't know where black people will end up. And who run from the judgment? You wasting time. I come to bring the judgment, because it's only judgment, because judgment is a must. Without judgment, there can be no peace. Right? And it's judgment on everyone. And incidents happening all the time. You got the parliament, you got the exam business. For the parliament, since in 2003 days, I always tell you, the worst place in Guyana is the parliament. You know what's come out of there? The whole East Coast troubles come out of there. Most of the country's troubles, serious troubles, come out of there. The parliament. People in the parliament promoting this or promoting that when they come outside the parliament. And I used to say, Border Market, when it flood and the rats running around and the garbage floating, it was turned down. Which thing is got me spending money? The parliament. Because they don't do nothing for the people. God was doing for the people everything was all right. Yet madness has come out today. It's the division of the countries come out today. And the people proud of it. They're proud of this side. They don't care nothing more, y'all. Everybody proud of this side. But then seeing what come out yet, you know. The whole East Coast problem till it end up with massacres, all them things come out to the parliament. From 2001 election, bring it into being. So, you have to get power, and every time you give away your power, and you end up crying because you give your power to the wrong people. And you have to get the right people. And it's a thought power. Now, the person that getting selected, this will show you this gangster system, right? We tell you the dopey system. Politics, Westminster election, the dopey system. Right? It's made by the doppies of Westminster. The next verse will tell you, it's a dopey kingdom, with a dopey queendom. That's how it began. A dopey begat some doppies with another dopey, producing some dopey children, who begat more doppies with other doppies. That's how you get the dopey system. Dopey versus dopey gains other doppies. That is the dopey problem. Dopey versus dopey gains other doppies. Lord, when will it come to an end? In the parliament is dopey versus dopey gains other doppies. That is the dopey problem. Dopey versus dopey gains other doppies. When will it come to an end? Vote for me, I can bring you prosperity. What got for happen, no business as usual. Slow fire, more fire, upon jot. It's a dopey kingdom, it's a dopey queendom. The whole election thing, and what the saying and all of that, those was continue in Parliament. Right to the next election. It's not about looking after the people, you know. They people suffering from both sides. So, this is the dopey system that's running England, and they're bringing it all over. The one over to cash from put it in there. So a minority of people gonna get money, and there's the politicians then, the businessmen them, right? And the private sector. Because those with the conspiracy come in. Those the two doppies who's run it. The private sector and the government. Unless the government becomes socialist for the people. Because people start you, people use no clear what people upon, you know. This man for the wife and children. This man is for this party and the party followers. This man is for this football club. This man is for this fraternity. This man is for this church. If you look, you could see what people doing, you know. And who they're doing it for. I don't know if people is blind. So, that's what you got to find out. The people who black people vote for, they love black people. No. And they bring me straight to the whole marijuana issue. You like black people? Do you know it's black people you're locking up? Do you know all these black people get locked up? You know all the children them going to suffer? The same black people who are voting for you, their children, the cousins, the brothers, their friends voting for you, and you locking them up? Do you like black people? That's the question. You could do whatever you want. Because that's what's going on in the world right now. People do whatever they want. If they go on in Parliament, they go on in the East Coast trouble, people do whatever they want. So everybody's do whatever they want. Trump doing what he feel like doing. Everybody doing what he feel like. Americans do what they feel like doing. So that's what the question. Because everybody could do different than what they're doing, you know. Everybody. Instead of doing this, I could do this. Instead of doing this, they got 1,000 other things, 100 other things you could do instead of doing this. So, You could focus on the board for me, operator. This is, you see, I guess I deal with word serious. This word here is, all right, I'll get to it to you. Yeah, a little problem of focus, but we're getting that fixed to get back to you. Yeah. This word is evil. And I just want you to read these things. So no, I'm not making up these things. Right? Evil. Morally bad. Wicked. Sinful or depraved. Injurious. Unwholesome. Harmful. Causing or threatening misfortune. Unlucky. Arising from real or reputed immorality, wicked conduct, or disposition, sinfulness. Something that harms or hurts. That was evil. Why would I do things to hurt other people, harm other people? Why would I do something to harm myself? So it's both ways the thing go. Why would I do something to harm myself? Or why would I do something to harm other people? Because harm is harm. I could harm myself by eating rat poison. I don't do that. But I'm free to do that. They won't really lock me up for doing that. You know, they won't lock me up for getting drunk as long as I walk down the road and drive. But they won't lock me up for that. But walking sober and being healthy, they lock me up for that. African people can't get away with doing wrong things. And especially the African people, because the African nation get kept down for 400 years. That's why I don't play. And that's why I spend my money on coming to this program. Because it's more important than even Exxon. Because without knowledge, black people are going to fail. And black leadership is responsible for black people's failure. All kind of reason this come and this get a pass. How you can get a pass? The Almighty say, they feed themselves and not the flock. It's with man you always get pass. But now with the Almighty, nobody can get pass. N-O-B-O-D-Y, not Solomon, not King David. That's why you see this mediocre system. People can't like me. They can't like me. And that's why I let them know. You think I got time with you don't like me? I tell you what I got to tell you. Because I was asked to do the job. I never want the job, you know, because I know I'm going to become an unliked person by some people. I said, man, let me give somebody the job. No. My brain said, no. Your ancestors want you do the job. So, I said, all right. Here will me bring and convince me with now. My brain said, look around. You see anybody doing the job? When I say me want to do the job. He said, look around. You see anybody doing the job? Yeah, you got to do the job. Because I didn't got nobody else to do the job. So I had no choice in the matter. I had to do the job. Because for the Almighty. I still try to get out it. Find somebody else. And there's always know that I got to do the job in truth. Let me tell you. If they tell you, look around, you ain't got nobody else. You gotta get the thing for me. You gotta get it. If somebody wants something passing on the right wrong, say man, then got nobody else, you gotta get it, man. Even though you're reluctant, you gotta go and get it. Yeah. Because only you. So, some people want to play only them could lead black people. They's the leaders. Well then, if you're taking the job, lead. And make them prosper. Because it's the purpose of a leader, or else a leader is useless. If the people can get prosper from a leader, then it's useless. It's best thing I know leader. They can find what to do. I don't play with leadership. And when I get the confirmation from His Majesty, he said the same thing. He said the world is filled with people who like to rule and dominate others. But the true leaders of a different sort, he seeks effective activity towards the progress of society. People like to rule and dominate. They follow the white man. They follow Westminster. All the laws Westminster make is to rule and dominate. Westminster make laws for make economy prosper. You have no right to make laws over people. They mean you're my master. If I start smoking ganja, then it means Mr. Granger, Mr. Basil Williams, and them is my master. They can tell me what to do. Hey, Barnum can tell me don't smoke marijuana. It's in Barnum time, I became Rasta. My mother, my father, will give me food since I was a little baby. Couldn't tell me that. How could another man who never gave me nothing could come and play his boss over me and tell me making a law? Laws that ain't true and that is nonsense. The ganja law is nonsense. And if judges don't know that, then judges stupid. They got stupid kings, they got stupid judges, stupid presidents. There's one thing, I just deal with the evidence. And if you tell me the Almighty ain't make hemp for man to use, then I tell you you're an idiot. And as long as you're supporting a law against the Almighty, then it turns to wickedness. My brain, the see thing just how it come, you know. Ain't nothing I could do about that. You got to show it how this is not so. The Almighty did not make him for man to use. And man have a right to be master over another man. To tell him what to eat and drink. Don't even bother with smoke. Because you got smoke with him, you can make tea with it. So the smoking part is of no consequence. You can make medicine with it. So all this smoking thing where people start is based stupidness and to prove how stupid they are. Because when you're stupid, you're really stupid, you know. But what? You could think you got sense. That's what enough people is there upon. They think they got sense. But it's why you come and prove that you got sense. Come and counter what I see. That's what it's why people do. But no one ever did that since I started in 2003. No one. Now, let me run through this thing. My time really actually gone basically. I don't know if it's possible. Oh yeah, that might be possible. I might have been too late to see if I get an hour. You know, that would probably be too late. But, for example, let me say also that this is what the ExxonMobil person said, you know. Both she and Henson said that what they knew, that the issue of the signing boats created a lot of interest and that government has spoken on the matter. Let me say also that Exxon is a commercial entity. We have no role whatsoever in the use where those funds go. No role whatsoever. We operate with the biggest standards, the highest standards of business and conduct is stressed. But yet he said that this is what they normally do. But this whole thing is a setup. And it's to buy people as slaves. This is what is the real reasoning. Because they don't care what this money do. They don't care nothing about people. They into business, they'll tell you about private. When they even private people, they ain't people who only care about money. They don't care about humanity. They don't care about other people. They don't care what the government do with it. This is what they say. It is none of their business. They love Guyanese people. They ain't got time. They have no respect for you, especially black. And they don't respect poor people no way. Because about power. Operator, you were saying that my time is finished? That's it? Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I do have some time. Yeah, so because this is about respect. I don't have time to what people think and all them things. I know this is 2017 and African people gotta get respect. And the disrespect comes from Exxon. This is me. People say the newspaper fighting Exxon or whatever. Mr. Greenwich can't do business for African people. Because business is a serious thing. People operating with you as how they see you. You can't even see me. Because the amount of seriousness I had since I was a little boy, that's why I didn't want this work. Because I tell people exactly, there's one thing to know about me anyway. I tell people exactly what they show me. Business is a serious thing. And how much business is $1 million, billion-dollar business? You ever know white man and doing business serious? That's why Africans don't have no business. Because they don't do business serious. It's a fun skin teeth thing when they get little progress. Little progress. Because compared to what the white man have, we have no progress. The other day, people calling we the poorest nation in the southern hemisphere next to Haiti. If intellect wasn't riches, I would feel like one day I the poorest in the world also. But me rich is intellect. Then white man can't come and tell me nonsense. When I read what he talking, it's very nonsense he telling people in this country. He giving you leaders money, but he don't care. It's they have to know what they're dealing with. Me ain't got time with the money, you know. No time with money. As far as I'm concerned, take the money and open national service. Me want to hear what you going to fight bar the thing with the money. Me don't want to hear though. That's a waste of time. You put in all the money in some liar pocket. Y'all know what y'all said? You put in all the 18 million United States in some liar pocket to defend against Venezuela. Well, if Venezuela attack, like keep me money and spend me money here. A liar gonna stop Venezuela from attacking if they chose to attack. You put in all the money in them liar pocket, them liar bring independence. Them liars work hard in this country. Who's these liars who get in the 80 million United States for defend war? That's the ultimate nonsense to me. You take the 80 million and set up the national service, banditry done right away. And education gone big. And production of food gone large. The GDF had the best farm. It ain't done no more. It's bush. A Garden of Eden. This Garden of Eden replaced. There's only two things to do with the 80 million. Either that, or you make a cooperative bank and start back the co-op's business. All the co-ops got money for borrow. Meanwhile, here, nobody talk about small business and you tell me about co-ops. And which cooperative Republic of Ghana. Don't play with words, take off the name then. Because as you bring a word to me, I just know everything with the word signifying to me as a living man. When you see the word cooperative, it means something to me. And then I know the cooperative bank. What do you think it make for? Why do you think it named cooperative bank? Everything do in this country with funding. But when it comes to the people have no funding to get. They must go and kill themselves and pull themselves up by the bootstrap. This is how they love the people. It's a gangster system. Bring back the co-op bank, start by the co-ops. All the people who ain't got job, go and farm co-ops. 20 of them come together and farm a co-op. And they could go into anything where they want to go in. Anything they want to go into, they go into. As long as they got money to borrow. You want to read from the papers and hear this thing set up from a grant from IDB, funding, blah, blah, millions. So much millions put aside for the airport expansion. Me not see nothing that's going on by itself, you know. Everything I see happening is funding. But when it comes to the people, funds never there. Well, they got funds now. Put it in the co-op bank. Put half in the co-op bank, and the other half, the other nine in the co-op bank system, so that the co-ops and start up the co-ops and give people encouragement and farms to farm co-ops and give them co-op houses going around, showing them to farm co-ops. And the other 9 in the national service. 9 million US. You can get all the money to a liar. Liars to defend Guyana. From who? Me, I tell people, I one black man, certain I got sense. That's why I could have left public service work since 1979 and never worked for salary since then. And as we're dealing with evil, the system of Westminster is dopey through and through. Not just the elections, the salary, what comes out to the winning now, the system of running the country. But I want to make sure we change the system and put it in the Constitution. The 1980 Constitution is a very, very important Constitution. All I was talking stupidness about it. Why y'all don't bring a debate with me? All y'all together. Nobody don't want no debating with me. Get y'all moderator. Now, in this same Constitution, Article 34, abolition of discriminatory distinctions, it says, it is the duty of the state to enhance the cohesiveness of the society by eliminating discriminatory distinctions between classes, between town and country, and between mental and physical labor. Is the People's National Congress at APNU upholding Article 34 and people saying there's a working class government and there's a what? What? For the people's rights and all them things? There shall be no distinction between mental and physical labor. The mean is supposed to be basically one salary scale across the board of the whole country, regardless of job person doing it, based on hourly rate, how many hours you work. It's only on seniority. People are supposed to get little more increases. Because all people, don't matter where they're born, who the parents, a man, a child, a human has to have certain amount of calories per day to be healthy. Now rich people alone able to give themselves the best food. How am I going to be able to do that when you're putting low life wages? That's why they're in the art, they're here, you know. You want to take out the part with the president, what they say born and put, what all you are left till to this day, take out though. But the rest of the Constitution make it a great Constitution, one of the greatest in the world. The Almighty could judge all of y'all with this Constitution. Judge all of y'all. Y'all separating the classes. It is the duty of the state to enhance the cohesiveness of the society. Y'all enhancing the cohesiveness of society by eliminating discriminatory distinctions between classes, between tongue and country, and between mental and physical labor. Are y'all continuing the Duppy Westminster what do you call it? Laborer, calling people laborer and all that kind of nonsense. Work is work. If a man ain't cut the land properly, the place will have no proper aesthetics. You're going to look like trash. If the man will lay in the tile and lay it properly, the building will not look good and the value will go down. Me not expect I gotta be dealing with this with black people. So what we dealing with, we continue the same caste system what we start about. Call it caste, apartheid, whatever you want to call it, is the same thing. I pray you could get a little focus. Now, caste, C-A-S-T-E. One of the hereditary classes into which Hindu society is traditionally divided in India. Any system of idly exclusive social class, any system of such class distinctions, social standing or prestige, right? So, it's a caste system. You want to call it class? You want to call it apartheid? The salary scale is an apartheid business. You see? That is what we're dealing with. Now, the system that was given unto us, right? Let me look up the word church, right? Here was church, a building for Christian worship. Religious services in a church, congregation of Christians, a body of Christians having a common faith, denomination, Christians collectively, ecclesiastical organization and authority, separation of church and state. That's the part I want you to read, you know. separation of church and state. This is the dopey system that Westminster bring. People here keep talking about it, church and state. Separation of powers. They got a church and state postcard, you know. Most people don't know what they're dealing with in the church and state postcard. They don't know what they're seeing because most people never saw it. I hope I'll be able to show it to you. And I gotta do that in the new week. Let me see if I can find it here. Because I know I did set it up to show you some time ago. And I keep setting up such and such things that I even set more things since then. So it gets caught up with other stuff. But anyway, here it is. Operator, could you give me some focus? This is the church and state postcard that was issued in 1907. It's a little hard to really see how it is. Nah, it's not that easy to see that way. All right. Thought I could get it closer. But at the bottom there is church and state postcard, issued 1907. But what it shows you is a Catholic priest in brown smock and a female in red and in all over white with a blue and white sash. These are the representatives of the two churches. The Catholic Church represents the church, and the female represents the Church of England. So when you say church and state, it's two churches you're talking about. And the state church is the Church of England that makes all the laws, makes all the rules, and runs the military. The Church of England, headed by the Queen. So that's the church and state. So this is what we praise. We divide ourselves into church and state. And this is what we end up with in Parliament. Church and state. Division, separation, apartheid. And this is what we're dealing with. And this is the system, the dopey system that they put us in. And private sector and public sector is another division. All these things come out of England. When will African people develop their own system of positivity, which is what? One people, one nation, one destiny. Not church and state. So, my time has come to an end. Right? These are the things that they talk about all the time in jurisprudence, you know. And the people in jurisprudence don't know what they're talking about. When you talk church and state, you're under the Anglican Church and the Catholic Church. And this is why we became a republic, so that we would come out from under the Queen, which is 2020 coming up as the Jubilee. But yet I see Queen Victoria, the head of the England Church, put back there in head of our justice system, in violation of our constitution, that we are a republic, the cooperative Republic of Guyana. Mr. Granger, that's a serious violation of our sovereignty. And this is what Exxon and these companies do, violate our sovereignty by trying to buy our leaders. They know some will take the money and do what they want today because, as they say, they don't care what to do with the money. It's not our right. And they consider being, what do you call it? Transparent. Thank you to Safe TV. Thanks to Brother Dominique. What went on to the Parliament is the worst place in Guyana. I said that in 2003 when the bodies were falling. Thank you. I'll see you in the next 2 weeks and we'll continue this serious reasoning of what is really the truth that we're dealing with and we don't understand. And I'd have to read Willie Lynch's letter for you where he speaks in the name of King James while he's on the James River in America and come to teach the Americans how to divide the slaves and control the slaves for 1,000 years by dividing them into color and age and man and woman, and they're on big plantation and small plantation and light skin and dark skin. Division is the problem, and division is towards campishness. Thanks to Safe TV, thanks to Brother Mick. See you in the next 2 weeks.